overall pick this year's draft, first round draft, and then 168 and 210 and a 2027 third round pick. It gives the Rams much needed corner help, and it really gives Chiefs some more assets so they can go and kind of retool their roster to try to get back in that playoff hunt after missing it this past season. And then on Friday, March 5th, what was it? Thursday?
Last Tuesday was good.
Yeah, it was Friday.
No.
I'm talking about right here. This would
March
be
5th,
Friday.
yeah.
March 5th be Friday.
March 5th was a Thursday. Yeah, we did that Thursday. Yeah, March 5th, Thursday.
Alright.
If March 3rd is on a Tuesday, March 4th is on a Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Never. So March 4th, it was Wednesday last week, the double trade happened. Hey, when you get old, all your days run together, you can't really remember what day of the week it is. Thursday, March 5th, Buffalo Bills traded for wide receiver DJ Moore from the Bears. And, they get DJ Moore and the number 164 pick this year. In exchange, the Bears get the number 60 overall pick from the Bills. On Friday, March 6th, Bears acquired center Garrett Bradbury from the Patriots for a 2027 fifth round pick. We talked about it last week with Drew Dahlman kind of shockingly announcing his retirement from the league at the age of 27. So Bears were quick to move to get his replacement, trading for really, you can say a Super Bowl caliber center because he was in the Super Bowl last year with the Patriots. But that was just kind of that's an afterthought compared to this next trade that happened on Friday. It was kind of late Friday night. Ravens landed outside linebacker / edge Max Crosby from the Raiders for 2 first-round picks. So it was the number 14 overall pick this year and Ravens' first-round pick next year, which I think is kind of a steal for the Ravens, considering how productive Max Crosby's been, and you're getting a All-Pro, probably future Hall of Fame guy for 2 first-round picks. I think the Raiders probably could have got a little more out of that, but Max Crosby wanted out of Raiders. They get granted and wished. There was multiple teams in the hunt for Max Crosby in that trade stakes. Cowboys was one of them, but the Raiders were the only one that was willing to give up Ravens were the only one willing to give up 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, like I said, I told you before, I just go back to Joe Burrow.
Oh,
man, Joe Burrow's getting all his fun out now with Jessica Alba.
yeah.
And we have to go into the actual season deal with
6 of his 17 games, he's going to be going against Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and Max Crosby now. If you were planning on Joe Burrow to go a whole season without being injured, next season probably isn't the season. And then kind of starting off, it was March 7th, kind of not quite a big of a move. Packers and Colts made a trade. Colts are sending linebacker Zaire Franklin to the Packers, and for defensive tackle Kobe Wooden. So it's a kind of a rare player for player swap, nothing else, no draft picks, no other capital being involved, just straight up player for player. And then Raiders traded for cornerback Tyron Johnson, and 2026 7th round pick for the Bills, 2026 6th round pick. Did I say that right? 7th round pick. Bro, so Raiders get the corner Tyron Johnson and a 7th round pick for this year, and Bills
Get a 6th round pick.
get a 6th round pick. So, and then yesterday, March 9th, the day of the legal tampering period, there was a couple trades that happened before the legal tampering period at noon, and then one big one after one. But Jets acquired safety Minka Fitzpatrick from the Dolphins for a 2026 7th round pick. I think Jets just robbed the Dolphins in division rival. I mean, you're getting probably one of the, I would say a top 10 safety for a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
Like, for some odd reason, Minka's been getting traded. Like, he got traded to the Steelers. Then he ended up getting traded back from the Steelers to the Dolphins. Now the Dolphins are trading him. But also, like, Dolphins are kind of in that, like, it feels like they're just getting rid of everybody.
Yeah.
Because they know this year, next year, that dead cap from Tua's contract, because they released him yesterday from his contract. So like they're probably just kind of, hey, let's build kind of see what we can get. So Jets getting kind of getting all-pro safety, and Dolphins get a 7th round pick. Cowboys landed outside linebacker Rashawn Gary from the Packers for 2027 4th round pick. So Cowboys just continuing to work out deals with the Packers this past year, adding to the roster. Just continuing to make a Cowboys defense a little bit better. That was their weakness last year. And then, really, I think probably the biggest trade from yesterday was Steelers receiving Michael Pittman Jr. from the Colts. Well, they get Michael Pittman Jr. and a 7th round pick this year for the Colts' 6th round pick this year. So it's like, that's another one. It's like are you really getting what these players are valued, worth?
Ryan Coach did just pay.
Yeah, they did.
So,
they did just pay Alex Pierce to damn near a record-breaking deal for what you would say probably a number 2 wide receiver. But now with you trading Pittman that way, he becomes your number 1 receiver. So you're going to pay him like the number 1 receiver. You might as well make him a number 1 receiver. And then this morning, there was another trade. Jets acquired quarterback Geno Smith and a 2026 7th round pick from the Raiders for a 2026 6th rounder. This seems like a theme going on.
The 7th round picks and the 6th round picks.
Yep, and a player. Geno Smith's going back to the team that originally drafted him when he came out of West Virginia into the league. Kind of was an afterthought after the Jets originally drafted him. He kind of bounced around the league, found his footing with Seattle, had a couple good years up there, and then got traded to the Raiders, where he completely looked like shit last year. So I guess he's going to go back to Jets to try to see if he can make a little redeem what was lost of the Raiders season.
Well, it just means the Raiders won the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, well, they got Seahawks got rid of Geno, and then they won the Super Bowl the following year.
The other thing is, I don't know what the quarterback that won Super Bowl.
I don't think so either. But they're kind of the NFL trade so far that's happened over this past week. If there's any more that happen during the show, we'll announce them. But next, I think these are going to be. I'm kind of a little biased on these two. I think low-key free agent signings. I think they're both they're both Falcons players. I think Diop for getting signed in with the Bills. He had a bounce back year with the Falcons last year after a horrible season in 2024. His really breakout season last year, probably his best season of his career. In the 4 years that he was with the Falcons came last year. But the Buffalo Bills offered him 3 years, $21 million, and he accepted it. So I think it's kind of like a low key, like really good signing. What do you think about that?
I mean, me and him have a love-hate relationship, so like near the end, he got me sold.
Yeah.
And then,
I just think like he's your he's your typical like slot receiver, nickel corner. Like he's not great in coverage, but if you play him down close to the line where he can make pretty much attack and not have to backpedal and play a prevent defense, I think that's where he succeeds. So like when he's playing an attack style game, like he can run up, make some stops in the backfield when the running game. He's not going to be your greatest coverage corner, but he can make solid plays. He's a hard hitter too.
Yeah.
We've seen that like over the past couple of years with the Falcons. It's just he's not very great in coverage, which he can get better. And then the other one is also another Falcons player. Arizona Cardinals signing Tyler Algier to a 2-year, $12.5 million contract. Tyler Algier had his best year with the Falcons his rookie year, where he ran over for 1,000 yards his rookie season. And then once the Falcons drafted Bijan, it was kind of done deal with Tyler Algier. He just finished out his contract, and now he's going to the Cardinals, where he's still going to have to share the backfield with James Conner, because the Cardinals recently re-signed James Conner. But James Conner can't stay healthy, so he's coming off another season-ending injury. So he probably has more of an opportunity to be that legit number one running back.
I'm just going to miss him.
Oh yeah, like short yardage, like when you need them angry, tough runs, you hand the ball to Algier. He's going to find a way. He's never fumbled the football in his career, so ball security was like probably one of the best parts of his game.
I haven't felt this way since Thunder and Lightning woke up.
Freeman and Coleman. Yeah.
I haven't felt that way since. I felt this way since.
Like this is really when you first started getting into football. Tyler Algier kind of puts me in the mind of his career path as Michael Turner, former Falcon too. He sat behind LaDainian Tomlinson for his first 4 years in the league, and then once he had his chance to become that number one guy, he broke out. So I can see a similar thing happen with Algier. It just sucks it's going to be not with the Falcons. But man, I just love watching him play. He ran angry. He fought for every yard he had, and
you can't say hand to Algier anymore.
Yeah, I can. But they're kind of my low-key signings. There's probably other ones, but they're the two that I wrote down as of last night when I wrote this list up. But in no particular order, these are going to be my top 10 free agent signings of day one. We're going to just start off with Las Vegas Raiders. They go and get some significant offensive line help by signing center Tyler Linderbaum to a 3-year, $81 million deal. He was with the Ravens his first 5 seasons, I think, in the league. Pretty much helping build that offensive line. They already had tackles. They just had struggled with the interior part of their line in the run game. So that's when I think signing Tyler Linderbaum is going to help the running game out, National Genesee.
It's going to help Mendoza.
And it's going to, you can't say he's Fernando Mendoza. They're going to be their starting quarterback next season, but number one overall pick.
He's going to be
He's the best quarterback in the draft.
He's going to be the quarterback.
He's going to be their quarterback, so it's going to help protect them once they make that pick final into April in the draft when they announce Fernando Mendoza as their the number 1 overall pick. But they're kind of solidifying that offense line that you got to be able to, if you're going to take a quarterback in the early rounds and want him to kind of be a key factor in the start, you got to be able to protect him. You already got a good running back behind him. And then, like I said, this signing also helps the run game.
Yeah, after having one of the worst O-lines
last year. I mean, there was a reason they're picking number 1 overall in the draft.
Oh, I thought it was Gino.
A lot on Gino, but not all blame on Gino. All right.
He goes to the Bengals, and they have the worst record getting the number 1 pick. He leaves Seattle, and Seattle goes to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
I know.
There might be some connections to the.
My next free agent signing, like I said, this is no order. It's safety Kobe Bryant from the Seattle Seahawks. He signed with the Bears for a 3-year, $40 million deal. It's kind of that Super Bowl curse. Like, you win the Super Bowl, but you have all these free agents, but you can't pay everybody, so you're going to lose key pieces. That's a move that Bears made. It was kind of like a lot of people didn't talk about it or hear about it because it happened right at the beginning rush of the free agency. And I think it's going to help solidify that secondary of Chicago Bears. They already got some good corners there, and they have another good safety. His name slipped in my mind right now, but Johnson. Is he corner or safety? Jawan? No,
I shouldn't be you.
Yeah, but they got some key pieces there in the secondary already. Adding Kobe Bryant, a Super Bowl caliber safety to the team, it's a good pickup in my opinion.
We're just gonna say that every Seattle Patriots player that Super Bowl caliber.
Hey, if you play the Super Bowl, you're a Super Bowl caliber player. All right. Well, you don't have to worry about that. The Patriots anymore. So.
But I don't know if Drake May played like a Super Bowl caliber.
Oh no, he didn't. This is my next one. It can be a great signing, but it's also kind of an unknown. And that's Green Bay Packers quarterback Malik Willis signing with the Dolphins for a 3-year, $67.5 million, $45 million guaranteed. The reason I say it is, like, there's such a small sample size of his actual game footage out there over his career so far. Last year he he played in 4 different, made appearances in 4 games with the Packers during Jordan Love's injuries. He had 85.7 completion percentage, 422 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So what he looked like in those 4 games that he made appearances in for the Packers, he looked good. But if you go and look at his overall career, it's 67.7% career percentage, 1,322 yards passing, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So it's a 1-to-2 ratio touchdowns to interceptions over his career.
1 to 2.
Well, 2, like
every 2 is 1. 2
yeah,
1.
yeah.
If it was 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, it'd be 1-2.
Yeah.
If it was 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. That's what I said.
You said 1-2.
Well, I meant 2-1.
Okay, well, you said
Shut the
1-2.
fuck up. All right. But like, it could be a really good signing, but then it's also like, are they going to be able to put pieces around him to be able to make it where he succeeds? Because of that $99 million cap hit that they're going to have for releasing Tua.
Yeah.
Next one is tight end Isaiah Likely signing with the Giants, 3-year, $40 million. Last year with the Ravens, he didn't have like a great season. I think he dealt with quite a bit of injuries. But in his previous 3 seasons with the Ravens, he actually at times he looked even better than Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of surprised that they let Likely walk and didn't try to deal away Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
But Giants adding another weapon to that offense that needs some more playmakers. They get Malik Neighbors back this year and come back from injury. They'll have Cam Skadoo back. Jackson Dart coming. He had an up and down season last year where at moments he looked really good, and then there's moments that he didn't look. He looked like a rookie quarterback. It just gives them another option there to have another weapon on the offense, especially since Wan'Dale Robinson left in free agency too.
Okay. I mean, the Titans.
Yeah, signed with the Titans.
Not Cleveland Cavaliers. That's what I mean.
He's looking at basketball stuff right now. So, next one is edge rusher Jalen Phillips going to the Carolina Panthers. 4-year, $120 million deal, $80 million guaranteed. I'm kind of shocked. Like, I'm not shocked that he got that type of deal, but then I also am, because he hasn't really proven he can stay healthy. I think last year was his first full season where he was healthy and didn't get injured during the season.
I felt like he went to the Panthers.
No. I mean, I think it's a really good signing for the Panthers, even though I hate the Panthers. But not as much as the Saints. Panthers is probably like my third hated team, the least in the division hated.
Yeah.
Saints, Bucks, Panthers. So, but like it is actually
Saints, Bucks, Panthers.
Yeah. Like they're kind of in that same like area we are. Like we can get good pieces, but we can never really get over the hump. Especially since 2016, 17 when we went to the Super Bowl. It's just been.
We got a playoff appearance.
Yeah, but we haven't had one in 8 seasons.
Wilson and Foles.
Yeah.
Super MVP, Super caliber Nick Foles.
But Jalen Phillips going to Carolina, it gives them another piece on that defensive line that's already. I mean, they got Derek Brown, they got Nick Scourton, that their rookie draft pick last year. I think he finished like third in sacks among rookies last year. So they got pieces there on the defense that they're just trying to shore up that defense a little bit.
I think the Panthers is Bryce Young being consistent.
Yeah.
That's the question mark.
That's like, and even I think even sportsbooks think what the Panthers did last year by making the playoffs was a kind of a fluke, because if you look at the odds so far, they're dead last in winning the NFC projection to win the NFC South next year. They got the Bucks and Falcons are tied at like I think 500, and then the Saints, and then Panthers.
Would that be before the Mike Evans thing?
Yeah, this is before the Mike Evans. I didn't see what the odds like as of today, but let's see. Next one is running back Travis Etienne signing with those Saints. Saints, 4-year, $52 million. Leave it to, I don't know, like, Saints are getting pretty much a younger version of Alvin Kamara in my, like, they're pretty much going to probably either trade or release Alvin Kamara because he's, his salary cap hit for this year is almost $19 million, and he's getting up there in age for a running back. He's not he's not producing at a almost $18-19 million running back.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. He's starting to have some health issues, which kind of happens in the later years of running backs because all the wear and tear and beating they take. But I just think Etienne's going to be kind of play that exact same similar role as Alvin Kamara. I'm not 100% sold. Like Etienne, like it's a good signing for Saints because it's kind of a plug and play, same type of style player. But like it also feels like it was a contract year for Etienne. So most time them contract years they perform better.
Yeah.
Like this is probably his best season of his career too. So they get some much needed help. They also signed a center, which helps walk up that line. Which he didn't make my top 10 of signings, but David Andrews signed him with the Saints. David Edwards.
Guard.
I said offensive lineman.
I said center.
I said offensive line.
Okay.
All right, I didn't say center, but
See? I knew it wasn't true.
Offensive guard. What was it pay? A deal that will pay him upward about $15 million per season. So they kind of got like Saints are Saints. I ain't got much good to say about him, but it was a good signing because, like I said, he's a plug and play type player for what they like to run. Next is probably what made me the most happiest yesterday. Mike Evans is no longer with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is signing a 3-year, $60.4 million deal with the 49ers. I am so happy that he's leaving the NFC South. We don't have to face him twice a year. Every time we played him, he gave AJ Terrell fits.
Well, we still do play him this year.
I know, but only once. All right, but Mike Evans is kind of coming off probably his worst season since he came into the league.
Didn't get 1,000 yards.
He didn't get his 1,000-yard receiving yards that he had, 11 seasons in a row?
Yeah.
He kind of had an injury-plagued season where he missed, I want to say, 6 games towards the beginning of the season. And he wanted to test the free agency market. I guess he found that it's probably more of the fact that he probably went to go somewhere where he could possibly actually legitimately contend for a Super Bowl. Well, no, he's already got one with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
So, going out there to 49ers, they need some weapons besides Christian McCaffrey and Kittle. Because they lost Juwan Jennings. He's a free agent. I don't think he's signed anywhere yet. But then my next one, I'm going to butcher this man's name. He was Chargers defensive end last year, Odafe Oweh. He signed a 4-year, $100 million deal with Washington Commanders, giving them a pretty much solidified starter on the defensive end for the and helps on that defense line that the Commanders needed. They got a true edge rusher, pass rusher, to go along with Deron Payne, and I don't even know who else they have on their defense line. But they needed help on the defensive side of the ball. They didn't look anything like they did the 2024 season where they surprised everybody and made it to the NFC Championship.
I mean, you could just say that was because Jane Daniel was being
injured. I don't know what you're rolling. But like I said, I'm not going to try to talk about him too much because, like I said, I already butchered his name. I already know I said it wrong. But I think it's a really good signing for the Commanders. Proven rusher. But my last one, it's kind of biased.
You know?
Oh no, I didn't. I skipped over that one. All right. Well, not my last one, but it's kind of like it's not a needle mover signing, but it's like I think it's a smart financial and a kind of a proven need for the team, like a need for the team that someone that's kind of proven.
Super Bowl caliber.
No, he's not Super Bowl caliber.
And Super Bowl MVP caliber.
No, I'm not talking about Walker. I am talking about Tua Tagovailoa. No, this one right here, I'll save the last. Falcons signed Tua Tagovailoa to a 1 year, $1.3 vet minimum deal. Reason that Falcons were able to get him so cheap, the Dolphins still have to pay him $54 million next year. Part of that $99 million dead cap space. Tua didn't have a great season last year, but kind of his career numbers: 68% completion percentage, 18,166 passing yards, 120 touchdowns, and 59 interceptions. The reason I say it's not a needle mover, for one, it's a biased opinion. I think it's a good signing. For one, because we don't know if Penix is going to be ready to go week 1. But the pros of it is you're getting it's a low risk with potential high reward signing at quarterback. You got he's kind of a bridge year, proven deal. Tua could come to the Falcons next season, light it up, and then either earn himself a huge contract somewhere else or possibly sign a longer contract with the Falcons, depending on how it goes. But it gives you that veteran presence that they were looking for at a cheaper option than what Joe Flacco would have been, or Kyler Murray. You could have got Kyler Murray at that probably the same price range with the vet minimum, but he's probably going to go somewhere where he can guarantee a starting spot. Tua, now he's coming in, he can compete with Penix over that guaranteed start. But with paying him only $1.3 million, it's not like, hey, we have to stick with this guy.
Yeah.
If we go ahead and switch to Penix once Penix is fully healthy.
Yeah.
So, I think it's kind of a good signing. One, they're both systematically, it's going to work out. For one, the players are going to, because they're both left-handed quarterbacks, players are going to be used to that. They're not going to have to worry about switching it up. If it's a right-handed quarterback or a left-handed quarterback. I still do think the Falcons will make another move at quarterback, whether it's a veteran, a cheap third-string guy, or possibly a young guy in the draft. Just because Tua and Penix aren't proven to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's the downfall of this signing.
Yeah. And but we have seen Tua be able to drop 30 points in Atlanta. He did it against us this year.
I think that's one of the reasons.
One eye?
Yeah.
One eye, man.
Yeah, it was one eye Tua.
Imagine he had 2 eyes.
He probably would have put 70 up on us like he did Broncos a couple years ago. But, I think the reason it was a fit for the Falcons, besides the offense, is the fact that the narrative that Tua can't play in cold weather. You look at the teams that need quarterbacks: Jets, cold weather team; Minnesota Vikings, cold weather team. Yes, they play in the dome, but they got to play outside of Chicago. They got to play outside of Lambeau. So, a lot of the other quarterback needy teams, they were a northern team, so it's kind of a good fit for the Falcons. And then again, he's undefeated in Mercedes-Benz Dome.
We love that
stadium.
We love that. 3-0 against the Saints. So
one national championship. Yeah. In the Georgia Dome means Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then like I said, it wasn't a needle mover signing. It's a contract. A lot of Falcons fans hate the signing because you got one injury-prone quarterback. Now you're bringing in another injury-prone quarterback. But what makes it such a good signing is that 1 year, $1.3 million. Like, no matter what happens,
Better than 4 years, 180 million.
Yeah, 4 years, 180 million.
To a guy that's coming off with Achilles tear.
And then, like, the people are saying, hey, well, you should have just kept Cousins and stuff like that. Cousins wanted out. Like, there was nowhere in between. Cousins, the Falcons burnt that bridge with Cousins when they drafted Michael Penix. Pretty much, Cousins, I think, wanted out from that jump. Because the reason he left Vikings is because they were going with drafting a younger quarterback.
Yeah.
So, that's my little spiel on the Falcons, sorry. And then the last one.
Super Bowl caliber.
Yes.
Super Bowl
MVP caliber running back Kenneth Walker III signed with the Chiefs, 3-year, $45 million deal. Rumors say that Kenneth Walker wasn't happy with Seahawks anymore, just because it was kind of like he run down the field, get to the 1-2 yard line, hand it to Charbonnet and get a touchdown. I think he wanted to go somewhere where he could be that every down back, which the Chiefs give him that option. Last year, his season, he had 1,027 yards, 5 touchdowns. And then in the Super Bowl, he rushed for 135 yards. Really was probably the only offensive piece that whole entire game.
Yeah.
Didn't score any touchdowns, but there was only, 2 touchdowns scored in that whole entire, 2 or 3. It wasn't many. I know A.J. Barner scored the first one. Matt Collins scored one for the Patriots.
And I think Seattle might scored another one.
Yeah, but so like I think that's one thing that Chiefs has always kind of lacked was having that great caliber running back since Kareem Hunt. They've had running back by committee. Now they got a surefire every down back that they can use. And then I think just with the simple fact of being in the backfield with Mahomes, then you have Kelsey, Rashid Rice, like the weapons that they already have on offense, that's just going to make it even open up more holes for him to run through.
Man, I thought the Chiefs was done.
Nah, I think it was just a 1-year deal.
I thought they were done. We just got to consider Mahomes, how Mahomes is going to be here.
Yeah, coming off that torn ACL.
But I mean, a sign you don't have to today, Pachenko going to the Lions.
Oh, I haven't even seen that one.
Yeah, he gets signed up to the Lions today.
So he's kind of filling that void from them trading Montgomery last week.
Yeah, it doesn't say how much, but
Romeo Doubs signed with the Patriots.
yeah.
Like I said, there have been a couple.
There was a pick 6 in the Super Bowl and Stevenson touchdown. So there's 4 touchdowns. But I like the
Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah.
Gives that where like you still have a change of pace back. Like when you get Jahmyr Gibbs needs a rest. Isaiah Pacheco can come in and kind of like he's had a pretty good career when he was healthy and stuff. He was part of their last Super Bowl win. Like he was a good key part of it.
Yeah.
So, any other signings that you took notice from today? I was working all day, so I really didn't have much chance to actually look at all the signings from the day.
Well, I know Texans made Farron the highest paid kicker with 30 million extension. Travis Kelce's coming back for another season. Packers signed Benjamin St. Justice. And Rico Dowd signed the Steelers.
On a 2-year, 12.5.
Yeah. Was she
Free. That happened last night.
Yeah, 3 years, $51 million. Jacoby Dean.
5 more. Like Raiders just like opened up the checkbook and was like,
Yeah.
you get a contract, you get a contract. Sorry.
Damn, you don't get a contract.
No. You get a contract. Like they had the money to spend.
Yeah.
So like this is possibly a year. Like I'm not saying they're going to go win Super Bowl or anything like that, but they could be that one of them teams that
Like Commandos. The
like surprise team.
Yeah.
Which they made some good moves altogether. Signing, I mean, they signed Jalen Naylor from Minnesota Vikings. Re-signed Eric Stokes, their corner. Signed 2 linebackers, and Kobe Dean and Quay Walker. I'm trying to think what else ones. Traded Geno.
And they'll have the quarterback of the future.
And Mendoza. So like, they went out and they're trying
New coach.
Clint Kubiak, yeah. So like they could possibly turn into a decent team next year. I've said that about the Raiders before, and it's kind of just they show up for one season and then just fall apart.
Yeah, the AFC West might be.
It's a tough division to flip around.
Yeah.
Like you got the Broncos, that was number 1 seed.
Yeah.
You got the Chargers.
And Chargers.
Chargers is kind of, I'm not saying they're good, like that dominant team, like, but they're always in that mix too.
They always somehow make playoffs and then get eliminated in the first round.
And then you got the Chiefs, which I think this past season was just a down year for them. Injuries kind of took a toll.
Yeah.
And then you got Raiders that was just the Raiders last year. But like all these teams, all these signings, on paper it looks great, but will it all pan out?
Yeah.
So. But other than that, I think that's about it for NFL talk right now.
I was just seeing the thing.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
Steelers re-signed punter Cam Johnston. Alright.
We got some punter news.
Kickers.
Yeah.
Alright, for NBA. So last week I got some predictions on some of the games that, like today's game, tomorrow, and Thursday's game.
Yeah.
So I'll just read in the 7 games last week, I beat you again. I went 2-5. You went 1-6.
Damn.
The only one you got right was the Celtics beating the Cavs on Sunday.
I did pretty good. Good thing I ain't telling you guys betting props.
Man. But so my game from now until next Tuesday. But today, the 43-21 Celtics at 47-17 Spurs. We both chose Spurs last week. You want to change your mind?
Nah, I'll stick with Spurs.
Alright. Tomorrow, the 11th, the 39-24 Rockets against the 39-26 Nuggets. We both chose Nuggets.
I'll stick with Nuggets.
And then Thursday, 12. Yeah. The 43-21 Celtics at 51-15 Thunder. We both chose Thunder.
I'll stick with Thunder.
Alright, so we got the new games this week.
Alright.
The 13th, the 37-27 Phoenix Suns. Surprising Phoenix Suns winning record. Taking go 500 against the 36-27 Toronto Raptors. 5th seed in the East, Toronto Raptors.
You mean the Raptors?
I just took the Raptors. 39-26 Nuggets against the 39-25 Lakers.
Nuggets.
I don't like how we don't have someone so far. 40-24 Timberwolves versus 51-15 Thunder.
Thunder. I know.
39-25 Lakers against the 39-24 Houston Rockets.
You mean Lakers?
And then the next Tuesday's game, the 34-30 Philadelphia 76ers against the 39-26 Denver Nuggets.
You know, I can't go against my boys. 76. I'll take 76ers on this one.
Alright, so it comes down to that.
All right, but I'm not very good at making NBA picks. It seems like, but this week
1-6 this week. You went 4-3 last week before. So
I just had an off week last week. Then what'd you say?
Or did you just have a fluke first week?
I don't know. We'll just go with that. But other than that, I think that's about all we're going to hit on for this episode. Like I said, a lot of NBA free agency talk.
NFL free agency talk.
NFL free. What did I say?
You said NBA.
Oh. NFL free agency talk. We'll probably talk about some more signings again next week. If there's any other big breaking news, we'll probably take a hit on maybe we'll look at the World Baseball Classics.
March Madness.
Yeah, we'll have probably start making our looking forward to March Madness.
Selection Sunday.
Yep. So next week we'll be able to have our brackets made up, and we can kind of not go through the whole entire bracket, but kind of break down who we have in the Final Four.
And we going old school. We put the paper out.
Yeah.
And write it in hand.
And
Well, I'll write by hand. You gotta just tell me you.
We'll have some more NBA talk. Like I said, more NFL talk. But make sure you just follow along on TikTok, X, Facebook, all at B&D Talking Sports Podcast. I post on there. I try to post on all three of them daily. Most of the time it's just TikTok. Give us a follow on there. Like, subscribe, comment here on YouTube. Feel free to let us know how we did and comment in the sections. If you make comments, I will reply to them. But other than that, like I said, we're out. Just make sure you give us that digital currency by giving us some likes, follows, and comments. It's all free for you to do. If you want to send over some real currency, you can do that too by help supporting the page and the brand. Other than that, we're getting out of here. Peace out. See you guys next week.